Good afternoon, children. Thank you. Very good afternoon. How are you all? I hope you all are fine, right? So, from today onwards, take 2 notebooks of 4 line. Write science subject for 4th standard. Which class? 4th standard. Okay, I am taking science subject. Today's date is 4. Day Tuesday. Month is August. Write in your notebook and write subject science. Chapter 1, plants make their own food. Chapter 1 is plants make their own food. What I am teaching now? Listen carefully and see the reader, and later you write in classwork. Okay, write neatly. One day we will announce one day. That day you should bring your classwork and homework. We will sign and give. Okay. Now we are preparing a food for eating sake, right? Like that only. How the plants will prepare their food? Just we see in this lesson. Okay. We are using Beetle book for 4th standard. Beetle book for 4th standard. Science, page number 186. Page number 186. See the reader. Plants make their own food. When you feel hungry, what do? You will eat, right? You go to the kitchen and look for something to eat. But a plant cannot move about in search of food. It makes food in its leaves. Leaves are the food factories of a plant. Plants make food by the process called photosynthesis. Let us learn how the photosynthesis takes place in plant. To understand the process of photosynthesis, let us think of it as a recipe. Before your mother starts cooking, what does she do? She keeps all the ingredients ready. So also, plants first gather all the ingredients needed to make food. Let us learn all about what the ingredients are. See, what is there in the reader? Page number 186. I already read one para. First, when we are hungry, we will go to the kitchen and we will search in food what to eat, right? But we are human beings, we will walk from one place to another place in search of food. But plants, they can't move from one place to another place. So, for that sake, how they will prepare their food? Yes, we will come to know in the next lines. Okay, if mummy is preparing something to eat like upma, first what she will do? She will keep ready all the ingredients. Afterwards, she will prepare a upma for us to eat, right? But plants also do the same thing. How means? Plants also collect all the ingredients which is needed for the food. How? A plant need water to make food. Plant need water. First one, plants need water to make food. Leaves are the food factories of plants. Leaves are the food factories of plants. Leaves are the food factories of plant. Food factories means the leaves will give the food to all the leaves will distribute the food to all the parts of the plant. Okay. First one is water. It is very essential for the plants to prepare their food. Plants need water to make food. It also needs some minerals. The minerals are dissolved in the water. The root absorb the water with the minerals from the soil and send them upwards through the stem to the leaves. Second is minerals. Minerals. See, I am drawing here. This is stem. Leaves. This is a roots. This is leaves. Flower. Seeds. This is fruit. Okay, this is stem, flower, flower. See, these are the parts of the plant. Parts of the plant is flower, bud, stem, leaves, roots, fruit and seed. First, for the plants to grow, first they need water. First they need water. In that water, when we pour the water, here downside soil is there, right? Soil and water when mixed together, what the minerals will get, no? That mineral help the plants to grow upward. The stem will help the plants to grow. The water part, the mineral and the water is going upwards, means going towards all the parts of the plant. Okay. And next, the root absorb the water with the mineral from the soil. The roots absorb the water. First, the roots. These are the roots. Roots absorb the water. Roots absorb the water. And in that, the minerals are present in the soil. That minerals also go upwards through the stem, and it will help the plants to grow. Next is carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is another important ingredient needed for photosynthesis. Do you know where plants get it from? You have already learnt that there are tiny pores called stomata. Leaves. This is the structure of the leaf. Structure of the leaf. In this, small tiny pores are there. Small tiny pores. This is called stomata. We can't see. If you want to see, we may see through the microscope. Okay. That further classes, in higher classes, we will study about the brief about this stomata part. Okay. In leaves, the stomata part is present. This stomata part take the carbon dioxide to prepare the food for the plants. See, okay. Tiny pores called stomata. On the underside of leaves, the stomata take in carbon dioxide from the air. Carbon dioxide, where the carbon dioxide the plants were getting? The carbon dioxide, when the vehicles are moving, the gas will come out from the bag, through the pipe, no? That we call it as carbon dioxide. Removing the gas from the vehicles. That gas we known as carbon dioxide. That gas the plants will take out from the leaves. Okay. That will help the plants to grow. Okay. And next part, a plant also needs sunlight to synthesize food in its leaves. The leaves contain a substance called chlorophyll which help them absorb sunlight. The leaf contain a substance. The leaves contain a substance. In this leaves part, one substance is present that is called chlorophyll. Chlorophyll. Why the leaves look green color means? Because it is the presence of chlorophyll. Green pigment. The leaves is always in green color because the chlorophyll is present in the leaves. For that sake only the leaves are green. That chlorophyll part, that the green pigment will absorb the sunlight to prepare the food for the plants. You are getting now what I am telling? The leaves contain a green pigment. Why the leaves are green? If somebody asks the question, why the leaves are green? You have to answer that why the leaves are green means because leaves contain a chlorophyll. The green pigment, the leaves contains green pigment called chlorophyll. So for that sake only the leaves are green in color. Why the chlorophyll is useful? Because the chlorophyll absorb the sunlight to prepare the food for the plants. Understood? And this stomata part, don't get confused. Stomata part is different, chlorophyll is different. Chlorophyll means the leaves will be in green color. That green pigment we call it as chlorophyll. In that leaf only small tiny pores are there. That tiny pores absorb the carbon dioxide. This stomata part absorb the carbon dioxide from the air to help the plants to prepare the food. Okay, and next we come to the topic photosynthesis. What do you mean by photosynthesis? Photosynthesis means the plants prepare their own food. That process we call it as photosynthesis. That process we known as photosynthesis. How the plants prepare their food? We'll see here. The plants prepare their food. Plants prepare their food. That process is known as photosynthesis. Process is known as photosynthesis. Plants prepare their food. That process we known as photosynthesis. Right? How the plants? First, carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide. How the carbon dioxide will take? Stomata part will help the carbon dioxide to prepare the food. Next, water. Is it plus minerals? Water, minerals are present in the soil. Sunlight is absorbed by chlorophyll. We get sugar plus oxygen. See this. See how means photosynthesis. Page number 187. See the photosynthesis part. Now that all the ingredients are ready, let us see how photosynthesis takes place. During photosynthesis, green plants combine water and carbon dioxide in the presence of sunlight to make sugar. In the presence of sunlight, presence means present. Presence means present. Presence means present. Present. The water, carbon dioxide, minerals. These are the ingredients to prepare the food for the plants. What are they? Carbon dioxide, water, minerals. These are the three ingredients to prepare the food for the plants. These three ingredients used to prepare the food during daytime. During only daytime means in the presence of sunlight in the morning, up from morning to evening 6 o'clock. In the presence of sunlight. Sunlight is absorbed by chlorophyll part, right? Carbon dioxide, water and minerals absorbed only in the daytime means sunlight. Morning what they prepare? That prepared food we get in the form of sugar and oxygen. Sugar plus oxygen we are getting after preparing the food from the plants. Okay, oxygen is releasing out. Now, mummy is prepared already upma. Now we are ready to serve. Like that only in the morning time in the daytime carbon dioxide, water and minerals, these are the ingredients to prepare the food for the plants during the daytime sunlight. Okay. After all ingredients get ready, the dish is ready. The dish means the last we get sugar and oxygen is ready for the plants to survive their life. that is sugar and oxygen. Okay, in the presence of sunlight, all the ingredients mix together and they prepare their own food, and they will give that outside means oxygen. The plants is giving us oxygen to breathe us. We are giving carbon dioxide out for the plants. Understood? Next, oxygen that is formed during the process is sent out through the stomata in the leaves. That is one of the reasons why the air feels so clean and pure when there are plants around. They fill with the air with all the oxygen you need to breathe. Let us know what happens after photosynthesis takes place. See, oxygen we are getting from the plants, right? That is also the oxygen how it leaves out. These small tiny pores are there, no? That's stomata part. This stomata part only take carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide. This stomata part leaves out oxygen. Means inhale and exhale. The stomata part will take inside carbon dioxide and leaves out oxygen. This is a nose of the leaves. Small tiny pores, what are they? That is the nose of the leaves. Stomata part will take carbon dioxide, take inside carbon dioxide. From stomata part only leaves out oxygen for us to live. This is a process of photosynthesis, how the plants will prepare their food. Okay. Once the food is ready, what do your mother do? She serves you the meal. So also the food is prepared in the leaves is sent to all the parts of the plant. This gives the plant energy for all its activity and help us to grow. But there is still some extra food left in the plant where there extra food at home. You store in the fridge. Do you know where a plant store all the extra food? It stored in root, stem, leaves, fruits and seeds of the plant in the form of starch. See, mummy is already prepared upma, right? After eating, if again upma is left in the vessel, what you are doing? Left food items we are keeping in fridge, right? We are keeping in fridge. Is it? Again when we are hungry, that time we will eat, right? Like that only, when the plants prepare their food, they will send to all the parts of the body, and later when the left food items, means left food items, it stores in stem, roots, leaves, fruits and seeds. Stores food item. Food. Plants store food. Remaining food. We are keeping remaining food in fridge, right? Like that only plants store food, keeps in stem, root, leaves, fruits and seeds. Okay, it will store in the form of starch. In the form of starch. It is not storing like water separate, mineral separate, sunlight, carbon dioxide not separate. At a time all mixed together, carbon dioxide, water, minerals. During the daytime it will take the sunlight and prepare their food, and the prepared food it will supply to all the parts of the body. All the parts of the, not body, send parts of the plant. After when the store food, left food thing, it will store in the form of starch. In the form of starch. It will store here stem, root, leaves, fruits and seed. Okay. Next, page number 189. Page number 189. During photosynthesis, the plants trap the sun energy. This energy is passed onto human beings and animals when they eat the plants. So, energy flows from the sun to plants and then to animals and human beings. See, during photosynthesis, plants trap the sunlight. Plants will take off the sunlight to prepare the food. Is it? In the form of sugar and oxygen, right? Like that only, when the plants are preparing the food during the daytime, on that time only we are plucking the plants to eat. The animals are eating the plants. That sunlight enters into our body. That sunlight enters into the animal's body also. In the flow of energy, we are getting energy from the sunlight also. In the daytime, the plants and trees are preparing their food. That plants we are plucking and we are eating. Animals also, it is eating while roaming here and there. That sunlight enters to our body, we are getting the energy in the form of sunlight, okay. Next, we move for parasites. What do you mean by parasites? Parasites means depending on others. Depending on others. Parasites. Parasites means they are some plants that depend on the other plants for their food. They are called parasites. Plants depend on other plants. Some plants depend on other plants. Parasites means some plants depend for food on other plants. Means some plants is not preparing their own food itself. The plants are depending for other plants to survive their life. Let us know about some of them. The dodder does not have any chlorophyll, so it cannot make its food. It grows on other plants and get its food. It's a total parasite. The mistral, however, has chlorophyll, but it makes only some of its food and depend on other plants for water and minerals. It is a partial parasites. See, two parts are there. Parasites is having two parts. That is partial parasites. Here total parasites. Partial and total parasites. Here in these plants, parasites having two types, total parasites, partial parasites. Total parasite means completely the plant is not having chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is completely absent here. In this chlorophyll is present, but water and minerals absent. Where not? See, parasites having two parts, total parasites, partial parasites. In total parasite plants is not having a chlorophyll part. Chlorophyll is completely absent in these plants. So for that sake, these plants they can't prepare their food. For that sake, they will depend on the other plants. Example, dodder. Example, see the reader. Example, dodder plant. You are getting now? Parasites having two types, total parasites, partial parasites. In total parasites, chlorophyll is not present in this plant. Chlorophyll part is completely absent. So, example of this plant is dodder plant. Here chlorophyll is absent. For that sake, this plant cannot make their food own. It is depend on the other plant. But next we come for partial parasite. Partial parasite is having a chlorophyll part. It is having a chlorophyll part, but water and minerals is not present. For water and minerals, these plants depend on the other plants. For that we call it as partial parasites. Partial means half. Partial means half. Chlorophyll is present in these plants, but also depend on other plants because to take water and minerals from other plants. Example is mystiole, Mi. Okay, mystiole plant. Next, we go for insectivorous plants. Insectivorous. Insectivorous plants. What do you mean by insectivorous plants? Insectivorous plants means some plants that feed on insects. Some plants that feed on insects called insectivorous plants. Insectivorous, here only answer is there. Insectivorous, insect, some plants that feed, that will eat the insects. The plants, some are there plants that will eat the insects, that will feed on insects. That is known as insectivorous plants. They given in the picture, page number 189. See the picture carefully. I think these plants, I think you see, maybe saw in the National Geography channel. Pitcher plant, example is pitcher plant. Next is Venus flytrap. Venus fly. These two plants will eat the insects. Insects will present on this plant that will open their mouth. When the insect will come inside, it will suddenly catch the insect and it will eat. That plants will be known as insectivorous plants. Okay, some plants that feed on insects, example pitcher plant and Venus flytrap. These are the two plants are the example for insectivorous plants. See the picture, okay. The world of plants is in feeding fascinating. You will learn more about them in a higher classes. This is all about the plants make their own food. This is the topic of the first lesson. I am giving the notes through the PDF and I will send to the WhatsApp. Just write neatly in the classwork what I am giving the notes. Okay. Next we will continue tomorrow next class for second lesson. Okay. Thank you.